Hey guys, so listen, it's only just dawned on me, right? But I was planning on making a video speaking about how I improvise. Okay, my initial plan was to make a video where I could tell all you guys what goes through my head when I improvise. And it's only now that I've realised that's very, very difficult for me to do. Okay, so when I play guitar, it's like the way I think it's to do with shapes. Okay, so I'm completely self-taught, and the way I learned was learning the scale shapes. Okay, and then building from there. And then over time, you just learn the places you can go on guitar and where you can't go. Okay, now different songs are in different keys, so all that means is I move these shapes up and down the guitar. Okay, the shapes stay the same, but they just get slid up and down the guitar. Okay, so in terms of giving you guys advice, okay, if you're playing guitar or any musical instrument for that matter, I think, and this may sound like common sense, but the main thing I would say is just practice, practice, practice. Okay, and practice in a way that's fun. I personally find some, or quite a lot actually, of musical lessons that are out there extremely boring, because nobody wants to play the same note over and over again 10,000 times. Okay, people get bored, people want to give up, people don't see any progress, okay? And it's boring, right? People don't want to play things that don't sound good, but sometimes they get forced to do it. It's not good. So you need to find a way that's fun and what works for you. So what I would say is put on a backing track, okay? And put on an exciting backing track, yeah? So not just like a drum beat or something. Put on something that's, I don't know, something funky or something that's got a bit of pizzazz, right? Something that's good, yeah? And then really try and get into the groove, okay? So just experiment, just try and play a note and yeah, just really just have fun with it, okay? And then what you do is you just, if you can put some character into your playing as well, okay? So instead of just playing one note and then another note, think of playing a note, but how can I play that note? Can I play it hard? Can I play it soft? Will I hammer onto the note? Will I pull off the note? Will I don't know, if I have a whammy bar, will I implement that as well? The thing about guitar is that there's so many ways that you can play the same note. And there's so many places on the neck you can play the same note. So music's not black and white. You know, you can add a lot of colour. And you can put a lot of emotion into songs as well. So really what I would say is if you're thinking about improvisation, really just be creative with it. And don't get frustrated if you don't see any progress quickly, because these things take time. Okay? I know that there's many ways I can improve and I can get better. There's so many things that I could learn and teach myself and really dive into. And I should do that, you know, and I plan to. But what I would say is these things take time. And in terms of how I improvise, because this is the hardest thing for me, is to tell you guys how I do it. Right now, it just kind of comes to me. Okay, so I'll put a track on. Sometimes I'll come up with a melody before, if I'm listening to a song and I don't have my guitar nearby. I'll have a melody in my head and I'll try and translate that onto the guitar. Sometimes things like humming a sequence or something. Another tip, right? If you look at singers or you listen to a song, listen to what the singer's singing. So that's another technique you can try, is put on a karaoke track and try and voice what the singer would normally sing. You try and play that on the guitar. You'll find normally it's a very, very simple kind of sequence, but that will be melodic and it will fit with the song. And then to improvise, what you can do is you can play the voice sequence on guitar and then just try and expand that a bit. Try and play a few extra notes here and there. And if they sound bad, they sound bad. If they sound good, they sound good. But you learn by practicing. And that's really the main point of this video, is that I really don't have any kind of magical advice that's going to change anything overnight if you want to improve and you want to get better. But there are things that you can try, things that you can do, and the main thing is just have fun with it, okay? Just put on songs and play over them. And keep doing that, keep practicing. You'll find what sounds good, you'll find what doesn't sound good. And it just takes time. And there's so many resources now online, on YouTube, that you can look at that will help as well. So I hope that helps, guys. This is how I learned to improvise. It's just through experience. You just learn where you can and where you can't go on the guitar. So simple things like scale shapes, learn the different modes. If you want to keep it simple, that's the advice I would give you, is learn scale shapes and learn the modes. As soon as you learn these shapes, you can put them into practice, and you can try lots of different things. Okay, take care, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.